He's seated in his car and he's putting his foot on the gas pedal and he's pushing it as hard as he can. Will the car move? Absolutely not, because he doesn't have the key in the ignition, right? If you don't put the key in the ignition, even if you're pushing it as hard as you can, that car is not going to go anywhere. The moment you put the key in the ignition, you just have to put a light tap and the car's going to rev, and if it's in drive, it's going to go as fast as you want it to go. There's an issue that needs to be addressed, and I feel this analogy describes a hadith of Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam in which he says, "Miftahu salati at-tuhur," that salah is a vehicle, and the key to that vehicle is purification. Without purification, no matter how hard you're pressing the gas pedal, that car is not going anywhere, your salah is not going anywhere. Our salah is like a vehicle that's taking us to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, taking our ajr and reward to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And if, for whatever reason, I have not attained complete purification, then that salah is not going anywhere. So, when I'm making wudu, sometimes I rush so much, and then I'm coming and I'm praying salah, and I go into ruku', and I look at my feet and I see a few dry patches. We may have noticed that happens sometimes. We're praying salah, Allahu Akbar, we start. When it's time to go into ruku', we go into ruku', we look at our feet and we're like, oh, you know what, there's some dry patches over there. Or I come out making wudu and I have my hands, my sleeves folded up. When I'm done, I pull it up a bit more and I look and I say, oh, Ya Allah, my whole elbow is dry. Once Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam saw a group of Sahaba, they were making wudu. And he noticed that some of them, their heels were dry. And he said something very powerful. He said, وَيْلٌ لِلْأَعْقَابِ مِنَ النَّارِ. He says that heels that are dry like this will have to taste and touch the fire of Jahannam. Why? Because if salah is the key, needs a key, and that key is wudu, if my wudu is not accepted, then how will my salah be accepted? You know, subhanAllah, we put so much effort in coming to pray salah, we put so much effort to wake up for fajr, we put so much effort, but if we're just missing that small recipe of proper tahara, then oftentimes all our ibadah is not going anywhere. We're putting our foot on the pedal, but the key is not in ignition. And inshallah, over the next few days, I think as a mudhakara and reminder for myself, we're going to discuss some of the basics and fundamentals of tahara. Some of the basics and fundamentals of being in a state of purification. What is the state of major impurity? What is the state of minor impurity? What do I do to always be pure? When should I be pure? Inshallah, we'll discuss this so that our ibadah doesn't go to waste. Rather, our ibadah is accepted and accepted in the most beautiful fashion. Inshallah, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us all the tawfiq, inshallah. As mentioned, there will be a short talk and an important talk about Iman and Yaqeen. Everybody is requested to participate. Jazakumullahu khairan.